My one question is that why didn't Hamas, which has the biggest popularity, I mean, at least to the recent numbers, I'm not sure if I'm correct there, so if I'm wrong, please somebody correct me. Why didn't Hamas take the chance to have peace when they were offered one? To the people who are defending that point, this is my own question. Why didn't they take the peace side? If United Nations stands for ending the wars and declaring the peace, why aren't they talking about Hamas not accepting the peace?
Because they're a terrorist organization. That's not part of their charter. They want to obliterate Israel, going to give in to anyone.
Oh, there is this thing called charter?
Even
What is a charter? I don't speak English very good, that's why I'm just speaking good. Trying to perfect and try to practice my English.
Still, they want to erase us from this land and this world.
Not room for them to think about peace. That's not, they've been very clear about that.
Also, they can't pronounce peace, right?
We can't hear you, BB. Come closer to the mic if you can.
They can't pronounce peace. They wouldn't be able to even pronounce peace. It would be beast with a B. You know, the Biba instead of people, the Biza, exactly. That's so that they don't want nothing to do with the word P, with the letter P.
It's so interesting that below they're putting their comments, and it's all filled with hate. And we haven't been talking about hate.
Yes, and they're jumping from one subject to another. They cannot stick.
Well, I just see them talking in the message.
Well, Zach, they moved that down, so I mean...
why was Bev silenced?
Bev is about hate actor.
You can bring him back up. You can bring her back up. Baby, you want to bring Bev back up? I'm not bringing her back up.
I send her an invitation, and if she's coming up, if you are asking a question, let the guy that's answering you to answer, and then continue to talk. Don't interfere in the middle. That's not nice. And I hope my English was okay this time.
Your English is fine, Shlomi.
It seems like maybe now Bev does not want to come up. I had a question for Bev.
Well, let's try to get her up and invite her. We have been.
I don't know, she told me to shut the fuck up. She's silencing me.
I'm now the center of her universe.
I mean, if you're going to add Bev, maybe you can add her, compliment her. I mean, he's very into her, Sire Carter as well. It would be an interesting conversation to have.
Hasn't someone on stage invited her? BB, you want to invite her?
chatting on Clubhouse is wild.
I just invited her.
Okay, you're not going to play games. Okay, that's great, Beth. Either you come up or you fuck off.
I think maybe she cannot answer the questions. That's why she doesn't want to come up and talk.
She's basically illiterate.
Yeah.
No, look, she's primal. She's playing a primal game, thinking it's legitimate because that's how her life works.
I'd like to ask Bev a question.
Just no respect.
I mean, they're just trolling and laughing. 1 minute they feel sorry for what they call genocide.
They want permission to be good, but I think the forces in their life are much stronger than any good they can learn here.
Actually, Grace said I'm inviting her up. Didn't you say that, Grace, or did you say?
I said I'll invite you up. Come on back.
I think.
I invited her also.
She's received an invitation.
She didn't.
If she doesn't join right now, I think then she has no point to make. And I think that will be an answer for herself.
We don't care. Let's move on. She's not the subject.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why, yeah, we've saved ourselves. No gossiping. We're just asking you to come up. That's what the people wanted here, and they were happy to engage with you.
Somebody just said that I have an American accent, and that was interesting. Like, say the reverse psychology is weak in your American accent. I can't even understand that sentence, but I think they wanted to say that is as weak as your American accent. Well, bro, I'm not an American, so English is not my native language. So I'm sorry for weak as American accent.
Bev, I hope you get the love that you seek.
They're just playing games. I mean, it's.
Well, but we knew that from the floor. That's why it wasn't necessary for them to be.
She's probably having a ball right now, feeling so wanted.
And they may bring studies. And by the way, speaking of studies, there's an old cliche.
Action is to start responding to them because they had tried to add them 3 or 4 times. So I think let's move on with our topic.
Absolutely.
No, I don't do this, bro.
I mean, it's interesting. The topic is about radical Islam. And when people come here, I think the first thing they see is like Israel's flag behind Bibi, and they assume this is a matter of Palestine and Israel. They don't even read the topic of the room, like Islam. No, it's not about Palestine or Israel, it's about Islam. So, what do you guys think about the topic?
Can you please stop recording my room? I'd appreciate it very much. Please stop recording my room. I would appreciate it so very much. Why do you keep recording my room? I politely asked you not to, but you keep coming back to record my room about nothing.
Okay, do you have a suggestion of how to move the room?
Well, yeah, it's the same topic. I think it goes hand in hand. If you notice a lot of these people that are supporting Palestinian movement are
We can't really hear you. Is that BB? We can't really hear you. I'm sorry.
BB, you sound like you're talking into a vacuum cleaner, bro.
Oh, JB is here. Okay, JB.
I got like 50 acres of land. It takes me forever to when we go up in these rooms and topics, when you do hear the people that are speaking, whether they sound white, Somali, Indian, Pakistani, from the UK, they have one common denominator. They're all radical Muslims. And Sire, he needed 5 minutes to come up, so it's been, I think, 9. Come on up, Sire. 10 toes down, buddy. Stand there. Say what you gotta say.
Yes, Sire. Say what you gotta say.
Pull him into the driveway.
He's on the stage.
Where is he? Oh, say what you gotta say, bud. You've been like, well, we all keyboard warrior. So, what's up?
Can I go to your tone?
Okay, everybody, this is candidate Congressman John Kitover. This is the BB and Harry and the Chosen Ones with BB, Aleph, Grace, Harry, Mary, Jihadist, Simon, Yakov, Shlomi, Maximilian, my friend, and RS. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to go sit in the other room and get some sun tanning done. Hope they don't play any copyrighted music.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Loud.
Oh, there we go. So, simple question. The UN called it a genocide. I don't want you guys to do the little trick you guys do where you ask a question after I say what I'm saying. I just want the direct question answered.
What kind of car do you drive?
So you guys are saying there's no genocide whatsoever, and they are lying. The UN is completely lying, 100%. That's my only question.
Yes, they're lying. Period. Yes, they're lying.
Fuck the UN.
That's it.
Well, wait a minute. Was it the UN or was it some little committee? And who was on the committee? I don't know if the UN officially came out and said.
Here comes the spin. Go ahead.
Well,
You can see the
no,
spin
I think
moves.
you're doing the spin, and I'm trying to. I'm asking for the narrative without
My
spin.
friend, don't ask anything, my friend. We told you straight up. For us, it's a lie because it's not a genocide. And if you go and see what is a genocide, then you will check on the ground what is real, and don't believe the media. Check by yourself. You will see that we are telling the truth. That's it.
Okay, so maybe not a genocide, but what would you categorize the wrong findings of the UN as?
Misinformation, and also there's a lot of money
also hating Israel because they
I would say
they are putting us in a place and demanding us things that they are not demanding themselves either. Because if they were in a war, I don't think they will do what we are doing for the community inside of Gaza, preventing injury or anything else. We are fucking calling them and tell them evacuate because we're gonna bomb, and they're fucking putting a camera and waiting for the rocket to hit. How the fuck where exactly we're gonna bomb in the same minute so they can picture it from every angle that they can make? How the hell they know? And if they know,
Understand
they're
that.
still
Okay.
And then, wait, then let me finish. And if after they know that we're gonna bomb the place, and they are picturing it, making films of it, and there are still children around that place, it's not on us, my friend. It's on them. Take the children out. Like, what the fuck? We are warning them. We are coming to bomb that place, and there are still children there. So it's not on me, and it's not on Israel. It's on those people that didn't take the children out.
So before you answer Sarah, so I'm going to jump in and speak not for Sarah, on behalf of him for a second. So you got to understand, guys. Imagine you're a gentleman like Sarah, and you're opening up the news, and that's what you see. The UN's reporting, right? The problem is, Sarah, what you have to understand is, not everything we read is true.
I understand that. Well, what I'm saying is also, can we also name one time in war where both sides didn't do anything wrong, ever in history?
Oh, listen, and Shlomi can say and agree with it, and so can Aleph, right? They're both Israelis. And especially Shlomi, that was a hostage. We had a room the other day, and he says, I want answers. I do. But I want my hostages, my brothers and sisters, back first. I want to know. And I think we're the first to admit, not every country is perfect, right? The problem is, everybody from the outside lens, and everybody that being Jews in Israel, especially Israeli citizens and Israelis, like that are even on stages in clubhouses, you guys expect you guys expect them to be perfect, to not make one mistake, not step on a crack when they're walking down the road. Anything. Mistakes happen. That's part of life, brother. You can understand that.
I understand that. And I feel like the outside world has a problem when you guys, like, you just said it, and you said it easily. It came out without forcing it. Like, you got the logic that I was trying to put out. What the world has a problem with is the defending of the times when you guys are caught in the wrong, and then the denial. That's the problem.
Well, some of the accusations aren't true. When the accusations are true, there's an admission of guilt, and people say Israel isn't perfect, but sometimes the accusations that you're making are not true.
Like the famine in Gaza. Like famine in Gaza. It's not true, my friend. They have chocolate, they have everything there. It's not my problem that their own people, Hamas people, are selling it in high prices.
Getting shot at?
It's supposed to be for free. It's aid that people need to get it for free, not to buy it with money. So if Hamas are selling it with money, for money, it's not my problem. I provided the healthcare. I provided the food. I provided Coca-Cola. I provided chocolates, and you can see videos. They are posting it themselves. I don't need to lie or to go and make a video and post it, or to do an AI or whatever. They are posting it. So if
those videos we're seeing is AI and it's lies. That goes to the point that I'm talking.
No, I didn't say that.
Not all of them.
No, wait.
Some of them.
Stop.
Man, you're
Wait, stop, my friend.
That Time magazine.
I didn't say that everything is AI, and I didn't say anything about them. I didn't say anything about them create AI. I said we don't need to do an AI for it. We are that. They are posting that themselves. You can see it on social media everywhere. We are not doing it. They themselves are posting it. So I said we don't need AI to make lies. Okay? To try to show that we are okay. They are posting the videos. We are providing the healthcare. But in the end, Hamas is controlling the healthcare and selling those things to the people, to their own people, in high prices. And that's not my problem anymore. Why? I'm sorry. And I don't need to explain to you.
Yeah, it's not your problem. Just like you being whoever got kidnapped isn't the other side's problem. Like, I understand that.
It's not because I was kidnapped. It's not my problem as a citizen of Israel, and it doesn't matter if I was a kidnapped. You need to take care of somebody that is in war with you.
That's something.
To take care of the last person that he will eat. You are doing the best that you can do, providing what they need to take. We are providing the water. We are providing the electricity for the water and for the hospitals and for all of this. Yes, we are providing, even during war, for those people. And we are putting aid from all the countries that are coming. And in the end, people are blaming us. There is a famine there. Which famine, my friend? I was there 8 months. They were eating like pigs.
What Israel having the intelligence that they have, right? What's preventing them from going in exactly where they think these people are and then just taking them out?
The hostages that are still there, the 21 that I hope that are still alive.
And also the fact as well that what's stopping Israel actually going to get these hostages is that they're being used as human shields. It is widely thought that these hostages are all wired now with explosives, which basically means that as soon as somebody comes near them, they're going to kill them.
Well, if people are going to die anyway, why not just get it over with?
That's what we are going in. We are trying to do the best to make a military pressure so they will give up their weapons. And if not, we are all in, my friend. The government decided, the cabinet of Israel decided that they are going all in. If we're going to lose, we're going to lose. Anyway, we are losing people from the military that are engaging in a battle every day. It will mean something. Because if we're gonna stop now, for us it's losing the war. And it's not gonna happen this time. They're not gonna stop.
So you guys were just hypothetical. No one can know. Say in you guys' perfect world, the war is won. What happens to all the people? What do you think should happen to all the kids, the women, the men?
I hope that they will stop. I hope that they will stop thinking that they.
I'm saying afterwards.
Yeah. I hope that they will change their set of mind. That Israel is not a country and they don't acknowledge us, and they will acknowledge us. And I promise you, my friend, we are the ones that are gonna build Gaza again for those people also. The UN will make us do the best thing that they know to do, to make us do things, and they will inform us so that we are gonna build them, those houses that we ruined, and we're gonna build their future. But they need to change their set of mind, my friend. I don't care to live with
the part that I just struggle with is like black people, we went through whatever the fuck we went. The world blames us. Why? What do you think the reason is behind the world always blaming you guys for sneaky stuff? What do you think that comes from?
You wanna know personally what I think? Yeah, I think it's come from jealousy. Only jealousy, my friend.
I think people are
almost fucking 5,000 years that we are in this world as Jews, as Bnei Israel, as Israeli people. And this is why we call Israel. Israel was Jacob, Bnei Israel. We are the final, the last, how do you call it, Shevet? How do you say Shevet?
The last tribe. The last tribe.
We are the last tribe that remained in
and I understand that.
After. But, yeah, so.
But from my perspective, like, I understand why people hate blacks because we're in slavery, blah, 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 3/5, all that other dumb shit that people thought, right? But, like, you guys were free for the most part. So I'm trying to understand how did you guys
friend?
No, not free. No, freer than black people. I'll put it like that. My free and your free is two different types of free.
Yeah.
When it comes to
I don't think there's
Okay.
yeah, I don't
Okay,
think
I
there's
agree with you. Okay.
yeah, I don't think there's a comparison. I don't think it's
You
a
cannot
difference.
compare. It's
You
not
can't
the same.
compare this. They're two very different things. You got to remember as well that we're going back a long, long way. The Jews were slaves in Egypt, and again, I'm not trying to make a comparison, Sarah, because the black people have gone through terrible times. Yeah, but just there was something you said before. Actually, I'm trying to remember what it said. You said, or you were asking something. I think Shlomi summed it up though by saying that. Oh, actually, here it is. Something I do remember. Something that people don't remember or don't pay attention to, and actually don't give it enough attention, is the fact that Egypt has a common border with the Gaza Strip. The Egyptian border has been fortified since October 7, much more than the Israeli border with Gaza Strip. The Egyptians are their brothers and their sisters. They share the same codes, the same values, the same religion. So many of the Gazans are Egyptians. Why has Egypt not opened their border? Why in October 8, before Israel started their operations in the Gaza Strip, why didn't Egypt say, we're going to open the border, we want all the women and children to come through the border, we're going to set up a humanitarian zone for them in the Sinai, close to Gaza, you'll be able to go home soon enough, we'll provide for you, and Israel has to take care of this. But they have done nothing. You know why they've done nothing? And you know why Jordan refuses to take, even though they don't share a common border with the Gaza Strip? It is because the idea of holding on to this conflict in perpetuality is in their best interest. They want this to happen. They want this to continue. They want this problem to be a thorn in Israel's side. They have since the start of the real problems with the Palestinians since 1967. They have started this. You've got to remember as well, Sire, that before 1967, there was no claim for a Palestinian state. They had no aspirations for a state. And when we talk about the West Bank, you call it the West Bank, we call it Judea and Samaria. It was called the West Bank because it was the west bank of the River Jordan. When Jordan occupied it from 1948 to 1967, they referred to it as the West Bank. And also, in addition to that, any Arabs that tell you they were thrown out of Shechem, the Arabs call it Nablus, we call it Shechem, and others maybe wanted to leave, the Jordanians were occupying that territory, not the IDF, not Israel, not anybody but Jordan. They occupied those territories, and these are just facts.
Okay, so I understand you saying like they're not claiming the state or whatever, and that's fine. Were the people there before all of that, though?
There were people there, and there were Jews, also a minority, like you can count them up to 100 maybe in certain times in history. But there were always Jews in Jerusalem. But in the end, my friend,
Jewish people being in Israel after like the 1940s, like in the 1940s era, was that where like the most of them came over?
No, like the first time that the Jews came, like to make this country what it is today. It was in 1880 something, and then slowly more Jews started to come and build the country, and then a lot of Arabs from a lot of nations around saw what's happening and moved into the country, and it was. It was cut for everyone in the way that Egypt got what Egypt got, Jordan got what Jordan got, Syria got what Syria got, Lebanon got what she got, and we got the small part in 48. For the Jewish people, a small land, a small piece of it, not including not Judea and Samaria, not the Gaza Strip, not even the southeast city of today's Israel is a lot, not it. But suddenly it wasn't good for the people, and they attacked us. And when you are conquering, that's it. This is war. It was in history, and it is until today. And we took the land, and we're gonna live on it because they attacked us, and
conflict today is the part that you guys took after having only a small piece that you ended up conquering and getting at war.
Took is a tough word. When you win a defensive war, when someone attacks you, international law, and you win the battle, you win the war.
We're playing semantics. And by winning, you take. So what are we talking about?
No, you don't take. It's yours. It's justified. Taking has the connotation of robbing.
A war where the conquerors let them have their stuff or let them have their land and didn't take it?
No, that's conquering. That's an offensive war. We're talking a defensive war.
Yeah, we didn't come and conquer them because we wanted to.
Defensive wars in history that they let the people keep their land ever and ever.
Well, take a look at Bolivia. Take a look at look at the map of Bolivia. Bolivia is landlocked. Bolivia used to have a port on the Pacific Ocean. They attacked Chile. Chile fought a defensive war. They conquered the land. Bolivia is now landlocked. Also, Germany lost its eastern provinces after World War II. They lost a lot of land that became parts of Poland and parts of Russia. So yeah, there's many. Japan lost the Kuril Islands to Russia. There are many examples of this.
Do you blame them for fighting for something that they think that they lost? Or is it just fuck each side, we're both doing what the fuck we gotta do to get to where we need to be?
No, we don't blame them in anything. Instead, the one thing that they want to demolish us and erase us from this land. My friend, we don't care for them to live there, but we want to live in peace and not every other day to get missiles, and not every other day maybe they will do a 7th of October and kidnap people. Civilians, how do we call it?
Prisoner of war.
Prisoner of war. I will tell you, okay, my friend. That seems reasonable because it's war, but coming into private houses of citizens in my country, murdering people, taking some of them hostages, burning them alive in their homes, and then we are coming to try to take our people back and protect our country and erase this threat and this danger, security danger from us once and for all, they start to cry because they wanted it, they got it. For 20 years, my friend, we are getting rockets from the Gaza Strip, and because we don't have any interest in that land, we didn't go in and try to conquer it and take the weapons that they have. We invented the Iron Dome that is canceling the threat because it's bombing the missiles that they are shooting already in the air. It's a 95% of success. Sometimes it falls. And for 20 years, we were in quiet, defending ourselves, eating those rockets, thousands of rockets, because we don't have any interest in that land that they live in. It's called Gaza Strip. We don't want it. And because we don't want it, we don't want to put soldiers inside that will die it's not a cause, because we don't want it. But eventually 7th of October happened. I think that's a good reason to come in and try to take 250 hostages back home.
Hey Shlomi, you know you have the same exact name as one of the hostages.
Again?
You have the same exact name as one of the hostages.
I am the hostage. I am the guy.
You're him?
Yes, he is him.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm honored. I'm gonna follow you. I'm so honored.
I'm him.
Shlomi, I'm always, just 1 second, it'll take me. Shlomi, I'm always so appreciative of your voice in here and your sensitivity and understanding. And we just, each time I hear you speak, it is a joy to listen to you and to tell you truth and to be so amazing with every word that you said, and kol hakavod to you. Each time my heart just goes to you. Kol hakavod.
My question is, Sire, after hearing from Shlomi and some of the other people on the panel, do you look at it differently, or do you understand, I should say, even, do you understand the conflict a little bit better?
No, I understand you guys' perspective better, but I also, it's just the part that I brought up earlier of the innocent, 100% innocent type look. So I respect that.
Nothing, Sire, just something I do want to say to you. First of all, you've been extremely respectful. This is a conversation with people like you that we can have. Somebody that wants to listen, somebody that wants to learn, somebody that has an open mind to be able to absorb things that people are saying to the beginning. Well done. I appreciate you, Sire, and I thank you for being here. And I would agree with the sentiment that you just said as well. Look, Israel is not a perfect country. The government is not perfect. We make mistakes, and it is okay to, as the Israeli government, it's a democratically elected government, and it's okay to criticize.
Especially with them trying to step in with us, trying to take away passports and shit, or that I don't like other countries having influence over us. And that's my main.
Can you expand upon?
Again, my friend, I didn't get
jobs. They're trying to write certain laws into not speaking against Israel. They have you can't ban Israel goods and all that other stuff. Like, if we as a country should be able to make decisions for us without having to think about.
Those are Americans lobbying the government. These are not foreign governments lobbying. It's illegal for them to do that. These are
Yes, but why are they lobbying? They're lobbying because they have relationships with those countries, right? So even indirectly, it's still influence.
They believe that what's good for Israel is good for the United States, and they want to foster that relationship. And there is no law even being contemplated. You can't talk. You mentioned talking poorly or something. I'm paraphrasing about Israel. There's no such law being proposed in the United States Senate or Congress.
There is no law. I think we are cooperating in a strategy the both countries.
Law has to be passed. I understand that. They're lobbying, like you said beforehand, to put things law.
Sorry, my friend, I don't understand you, what you're trying to say.
We work very hard in making sure that we have relationships with, democratic states and freedom of countries. So we're working not just with Israel, but we work with many countries throughout the world to make sure that democracy stands clear in the world.
We were talking about lobbying by AIPAC. And AIPAC is a very small lobby compared to the oil industry, compared to the you name it industry. They pale in comparison to many other lobbying groups.
Like why we are lobbying ourselves in America? I think mostly it's business, my friend, making money between companies. 90% of it and 10% of it is security and a strategy for the future.
Be right back. Give me 1 second.
was just going to ask, as far as what you've been through as a hostage, where do you go from here as far as getting yourself together? I would expect you would never get through it, but if someone else was to hear your story and they're going through somewhat similar of what you're going through, how would you get over this as far as where you go from here now that you are indeed free?
Like how I heal myself, you mean?
Yes, mentally, I know it's not going to be an easy journey. I can only imagine what you're going through.
Listen, PTSD, it's a disease that there is no cure for it.
Right.
Like it's something for life. I have a tattoo also. It's an old tattoo. It's not because of captivity. It's something that happened when I was serving in the IDF in the second Intifada, like in 2002. It's so old. So PTSD, it's for life, and I live with it. That's what is my tattoo meaning. And it takes all the, how do you say it, when I was in treatment, let's say 8 years ago, I got a lot of tools how to handle myself in life with the disease.
Right. Okay.
And in captivity, in real life, you use it in certain times that you have to use those, that sometimes you get triggered, or sometimes you are waiting in line and you don't have patience, and you work on yourself how to have patience and not lose your mind.
Right.
And those small things. And in captivity, you use it every minute, every second, because it's 24/7 of triggering things, and a lot of things that you can understand that can put you in a place that you will maybe punch the guy because he punched you, because he wants to punch you now, because you're with the hostage, you're in his house, you are in chains, and he wants to give you a punch. And you need to work on yourself not to give a punch back or to say something, because you don't know how you will end this situation. So it's every second, and because I use those tools there, it's like it's planted inside. So today I came out very strong.
Does anybody have Scotty blocked? He's trying to come in. He would like to speak. Does anybody have Scotty blocked?
I don't think
it has to be a mod, right?
Yeah, it has to be a mod that has him blocked. But real quick, the Bible speaks of our faith. When you were there, did you ever feel like you were losing your faith, or did you always, in the back of your mind, knew that God would release you?
I didn't lose faith, and I didn't ask him to release me. The only thing that I spoke with him, and the only thing that I said is we have the sentence is Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai. I have to say it in the morning and before you go to sleep. So I said this in the morning and before I go to sleep. And I said thank you every morning that I woke up and the house is still there, and Israel didn't bomb it by mistake.
Right.
They don't know. Right. And when I went to sleep, also thank you that the day went through okay, and I'm going to sleep now, and nothing happened, and I'm still alive. So it was always thank you, and hope that someday I will go home.
So were you allowed to pray, or was this something you had to kind of hide from them?
I did it, I did my prayers with myself in the morning and in the evening, and I don't have the book and the tools to pray or something like that, I don't think that they will care.
Okay.
Eventually, I think they have respect for religion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they have their own religion. So.
Right. Right. Yeah. I'm kind of non-denominational. I came from the Baptist faith, but I've always respected the laws of Moses, the Jewish faith, and things of that nature. So it was very interesting to hear that through your hardships, you were released. We're not going to say exactly free because I feel like we're all a part of the same conflict.
No, I was freed. Freed.
Yeah. But
because they came in and took me in an operation.
Right. And blessings to you. And I'm very happy that you've gotten where you to go. I would want to
listen, the platform of the world today is that.
I personally would never have said that.
But did he deserve to die for that?
No, because
he didn't.
Yeah, I don't even believe in the death penalty, dude. So it's kind of like that's a no. But I'm simply saying the idea of, and don't get me wrong, I am not a liberal.
Why do people keep saying it though? Why do people keep bringing up this point?
Because people are telling other people that they're not supposed to.
No, you can feel how you want to feel about him as an individual. I think it's more prominently about the concept of a man who was shot dead. If you can't express at least some decorum and sympathy towards the fact that a human being was shot for what he said, I mean, that's where the problem lies here, because that's where you're opening up the door for more terrorism in whichever direction. You just got to kind of recognize that regardless of where you fall on the political spectrum, you can say whatever you want to say. Bad ideas should be beaten by better ideas. You shouldn't be out here shooting people. And as long as we can recognize that, irrespective of what you